Hi people, Marino Ravenberg here again. This topic is going to be a neutral topic. In this topic, I'll simply be discussing the concept of being truthful. I can't remember having done a video on this, but yeah, the message is clear. And I'll elaborate in a second. Be truthful, period. A lot of people in the world, they pretend like everything is okay when it's not towards others and so on and so forth, in the sense of, hey, how are you doing? Oh, everything is fine. And it's something that I dislike personally. And I've disliked that my entire life because it's not genuine, it's not forthcoming. The thing is that you need to be truthful with yourself. You need to not pretend. It's very, very wrong, generally speaking, for your own personal spiritual evolution it works backwards, to pretend like everything is okay when it's not. You have people when they're down in the dumps, life is filled with problems, and yet they pretend like everything is okay. They just smile, etc. They force a smile. No. Listen, there are exceptional situations where it would simply be better to not say anything and to simply lie. That I can understand. For example, you're at a party and something happened, you heard horrible news, and it's your birthday party, and people bring in the cake and they sing happy birthday to you. Of course, you're not going to ruin the moment, just for good measure's sake. It's okay in such a situation, it's okay to lie. It would be what you can call a white lie. It's warranted, okay, in that case then. It's still not technically correct, but I understand the exception that's being made, in the sense of, hey, listen, okay, I'm not going to say anything, because if you tell people what's wrong, then it's a complete and utter mood killer. So even if you have to pretend and if you have to put on a fake smile, you do so. You can deal with it after the celebration and after everything. Just after everything. But do not, and I repeat, do not lie to yourself, in the sense of when someone asks you, how are you doing? Telling them that everything is okay. No. If, for example, your house burned down, are you seriously going to tell people, hey, everything is fine, thank you for asking, how are you doing? No. People do it on a day-to-day basis. The majority of people, mundane people, they do it just for the sake of good measure. And I find that nonsense. I mean, you're not going to pretend that everything is fine when it's not. I mean, way to deny reality. I mean, that's just offensive, honestly. No, be genuine. I'm not saying that you have to tell that person your entire life story or what's bothering you, but just tell that person, no, I'm not doing okay, but thanks for asking, how are you doing? And if the person asks, okay, what's wrong? And you can simply tell that person the truth. It's a long story, but I don't feel like going into it. Don't bother your head over it. Bottom line is, I'm not doing so well, but thanks for asking in any case. And again, how are you doing? You doing okay? End of story. There you go. What's so hard about that? Just be genuine. I've seen so many people that try to force a smile, or that force a smile, not try to, or people whose lives are filled or are absolutely fraught with problems. And yet they pretend, whenever you ask them, you can ask them every day, how are you doing? How are you doing? And they'll tell you the same thing over and over again. I'm doing well, thank you. No, it's not. You're not doing well. Don't pretend like everything is okay when it's not. Don't deny reality. It's like breaking my leg and I'm going to say, oh, no, everything is fine. Don't worry about it. No, everything is not fine. I broke my fucking leg, man. Everything isn't fine. I broke my leg. End of story. I deal with the situation at hand. End of story. But what are you going to do? Just pretend like... Honestly, people behaving like this reminds me of there's a meme, right? I'm sure that some of you have seen it. I'm going to put that meme as a thumbnail. Definitely, it's hilarious. There's a meme about a dog sitting in a house, and the house is on fire, and the dog is just sipping coffee, and the dog says, everything is fine, no problems, I'm doing just fine. That is a perfect example of this subject altogether. So my advice to people, anyone that is doing this and is watching this, is to just be genuine. Simple, plain and simple, as the header suggests. Be genuine. Okay? Be genuine. End of story. Don't pretend like everything is okay. When someone asks you next time how you're doing, tell them how you're really doing. You don't have to elaborate on why you're not doing well if you're not doing well. or what if you're doing tremendously well, why you're doing tremendously well. But unless you want to. But generally speaking, just be forthcoming. Be forthcoming and be genuine and be forthwith. End of story. If you're doing tremendously great because you won the lottery, you can say, yeah, I'm doing great, thank you. I'm doing fantastic. And if the person asks and you don't feel like sharing, just tell the person, I'm sorry, I don't feel like sharing. But thanks in any case. It doesn't matter whether people, that's my ringtone, my SMS tone, my text message, my notification tone, just ignore it. Woman laughing. In any case, yeah, just simply be forthcoming. In the beginning, people might think you're weird, but you'll see that doing something like this will definitely, most definitely make you feel better. You'll feel better about yourself, and it's like a burden has been lifted off of your shoulders. Why do you think that is? That's the case because you're no longer pretending. You're no longer wearing some kind of face mask where you hide your true identity. You're more uninhibited. But by indulging in this kind of fake behavior, you're inhibiting yourself. Whether you're aware of it or not, restricting yourself. So don't do it. Be genuine. When someone asks you how you're doing next time, actually tell them how you're doing. The likes of which I just explained and elaborated in this video. See you guys later. Bye.